Jim Norton is not a doctor. He's not an expert. He's not even a good person. The views, opinions, advice, and humor of Jim Norton does not reflect those of any doctor, of Sirius XM, of Opie Radio, or anyone else. They are solely those of Jim Norton, Lyle Chipperson, Edgar Mellencamp, Paul Hargis, and whoever else lives in that chinless head of his. If any of this advice goes wrong, you are the asshole who called a comedian instead of a doctor.
An icon in comedy, a fighter for freedoms, an accomplished entertainer, and a pervert. You've got problems, he's got problems. You've got questions, he's got answers, some of which are good. Call now 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969. This is the Jim Norton Show.
Hello. It's your pal back on the advice show. I can't hear myself, so hopefully you guys can hear me too. I don't know if you can. There you are. Okay, my thing was just off. I am live today. I haven't been live in a month, and I apologize. Part of that was I was away in Australia, and I was shooting something one day, and I was working on edits for this film the other day. So it was just a bunch of like work things. I wasn't fucking off doing nothing. I was busy working. So back live. I don't know how many more of these we're going to do. And I'm not saying that in a doomsayer. Oh, no way. You know, all things come to an end. So as September winds down, you know, I will probably not be doing this show anymore, which is okay. It was never supposed to be a... It's so funny how this show started. I was originally as a goof, because Sirius, you know, a few years ago had given me a raise. And, you know, you got to, as David Lee Roth once said, sing for your supper. You have to do stuff. And it wasn't in a certain budget, so they had me doing a show on Ozzy's Boneyard, and then this. And I remember the first couple of weeks that I did this show, there used to be an email address associated with this show that people could email, because I thought it was just going to be goof questions. Then people started asking real questions, and I give suggestions as best as I can. But I'm under no illusion that I'm Dr. Phil. I'm just a fucking high school dropout who has a certain experiences in certain things that's really helpful. And I've been really self-destructive in other things, and I have nothing helpful to add. And I was in Australia, which was a lot of fun. And John in Virginia, what's going on, pal? Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Jim?
Yeah, I'm right here, buddy.
Hey. Weird, I didn't... Hey, I'm glad you're back.
Oh, well, thank you.
What's your definition of, I guess, how many times like a chronic masturbator?
You know, it depends. How often do you do it? And I'll tell you.
Like 2 times a day, but not back to back.
Well, that's a decent amount. What's the motive for jerking off so much? You couldn't be that horny. So, like, half the times when you jerk off, are you just... You're starting just to do it. You feel something and you're not sure what it is, so you just make it sexual. That's when I do it. I'm the worst. Sometimes I jerk off, my dick's not even hard. I'm like, what am I doing? I feel like I'm bullying my dick.
Exactly. That's it. I mean, I think that's it, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that to say it, but I mean, that's what it is, I think.
Well, it's like saying to somebody who's 400 pounds, are you always hungry when you eat cake? Of course they're not. Right. Sometimes they just start eating, and that's a part of it. You know, you're just doing it. And you're not sure why. And that's where I think it's fucked up for me too, man. I just can't stop it. I've been better lately. Like on the road in Australia, I was pretty good. And since I've been back, not too bad. You know, you start to realize that it's just not making me feel good in any way, shape, or form. It's not making me feel turned on. It's, you know... It's not making me feel good, so why am I doing it? And sometimes that really helps when you question why you're doing it. You know, you realize I'm not turned on, and it helps me not do it as much. Do you watch porn when you do it?
I do.
Are you married? Do you have a girlfriend?
I'm divorced, no girlfriend. I'm looking, but not really, whatever right now. So if it comes, it comes. So, but then I can stop when I have a girlfriend. I mean, I can turn it right off.
Okay, well, that's good. So maybe you are chronic, but it's not at the stage where it's damaging you. So, hey, look, if you can turn it off when you want to, good for you. I can't. I can't stop pounding my pud, sir.
Hey, so, I guess he gave us all a hint. So I guess you're not going to sign in October, or you don't want to say anything yet, or
I just don't know. I really don't know. I've been negotiating, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know if I'll be doing this show. I don't know what's going to happen with the channel and what changes are going to take place. So we'll see. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, and if you stay, if you don't stay, I hope you do something on your own.
Thank you, pal. Have a good day.
All right. Bye.
Hello, Art. How are you? Art? Hello? Art in Connecticut.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Okay. How are you?
Listen, when you were at Southern Connecticut State University, you were 100 yards from where I did the tap, tap, tap all over my father's grave. Now, I'm putting out the $100,000 bet that I crawled out of his grave and did the Michael Jackson Thriller. You called me a fucking liar, and you're a little cunt. I bet you $100,000 that I have the video of me crawling out of the grave singing Thriller. Do you accept the challenge?
Well, let me ask you first. Before I accept or don't accept the challenge, why did you do it if you did it?
Because I hate my father.
Okay. Why do you hate your father?
Because he took away my inheritance, gave it to my brother, Artie, in New London, the deaf cunt.
Okay. How much were you supposed to get?
No, I got the house, but I was supposed to get $150,000.
So, dump out of that, Lou. I personally don't care, but you can't say somebody's address or name on the air. I'm not allowed to do that. So, you're saying your brother Art, that's all we need information-wise. So why did you say you wanted to talk about something else? Why didn't you just say, or is your wife really texting? Oh, the call dropped. Oh, great. I'm actually finally engaging this guy and the call drops. Now, did he hang up, Lou, or did it drop? He hung up on his own. Okay. Yeah, that guy's a weird dude. He calls, and I guess all he does, he's good at is saying cunt. But when I met him, he was very pleasant. He just goes, hi, how are ya? It's like that's how trolls are. When you meet them, they're always nice to your face. It's really a bizarre, but it's like, dude, you can call me a cunt all day. You think that, come on, be more creative. Mikey in Ottawa, I don't even know what your question is. I'm just going to go blind in this. Hello, Mikey. Hi, buddy. Mikey. Hello. Did you put Mikey through?
Yeah, hey, what's going on?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm good, man. You?
I'm good. What's going on? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I have a girlfriend I really love, and I've been going out with her since December, and I keep fucking other women, even though I love her, and I have great sex with her, but I always want to fuck someone else all the time, no matter what. I don't know what to do to curb this problem.
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, cheating is, especially in this day and age, man, you just go on your computer, you go on the internet. There's a million ways to cheat, and it's impossible to not do it. To not flirt a little bit. It's really difficult to not do it. So you're actually fucking other girls?
Yeah, I'm fucking multiple girls.
Why do you do it? Like, what is it that you feel before you do it? I mean, is it just being horny, or is your girlfriend not doing what you want her to do?
It's maybe a little bit of both. She's open to do other things. She's sometimes not very good at certain things, I'd say. Or I see a girl with much bigger tits than her, or I see a girl, or I see a fantasy being able to play out with someone else, so I think I'll do that. and said, but I really love this girl. I don't want to be able to do this forever. I want to stop this problem, you know?
Well, do you do dirtier stuff with other girls?
Yeah, she does some dirty. My girlfriend does dirty stuff with me, but also at the same time, I do some really crazy other things with other women too. Sometimes they're older women who just want to hit it and quit it, which is good by me. But they do these crazy things, like, you know, maybe my girlfriend won't let me fuck her in the ass, or
right.
You know, she might not. My girlfriend doesn't lick my ass. I love getting my ass licked, stuff like this.
Oh, welcome to the club. I wish you were here so we could high five over that. I love my dumper licked.
I just don't know what to do. It's just like, I don't want this girl to find out one day and then like, oh, I'm the worst guy in the world, even though I really do love this girl. I care for her and I do everything for her, but I just don't know how to curb this problem without, you come up and say you're a sex addict to someone, then, you know, go seek help or whatever, then people find out about it. And then, so I don't know how to do without everyone knowing, you know?
Yeah, it's really a tough one, man, because, again, you know, if you tell them, you don't need to go and confess a bunch of stuff to her. Like, if you stop doing it and you start to move on with life, I don't think you need to burden her by telling her all this terrible stuff you did. Do you know what I mean? I think that you've done it, and, you know, if you really do want to stop it and you start going to meetings or therapy or whatever it is you do, because you've tried to stop before and you just can't?
Yeah, it seems like that.
Well, then, you know, again, have you tried a 12-step group or something like that?
I have not.
Well, maybe you should look into that. I mean, again, if you've tried other ways and none of it's worked, then you might want to give that a shot, because it can't get any worse results than you've gotten on your own.
True. Maybe like the single life's the way to go. I don't know. But then
maybe. But if you love the girl, see, the problem is I've had girls that will do anything I want them to do, and I still cheated. So it was not about them not doing it. It was about me being a fucking greedy motherfucker. And it's also about, like, I like secrets. I realize that. I like secrets. And I don't know why. Maybe because when I was a kid, the stuff I did felt secret, and that was like the dirty taboo of it. But I think that's a part of my problem, is I enjoy a good secret, and that makes a really healthy relationship difficult. You know, when you're craving some kind of a secret, it's hard to be open with somebody. You know, because then I get someone who will do anything I want, and that's still not enough. So
yeah, see, because I don't get that. I'm a greedy motherfucker too. I just don't know how to, you know, curb being a greedy motherfucker. You know, I love it, you know, but it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to weigh the options. Is it worth blowing this relationship over? You know, is it worth fucking this up over? Sometimes you got to weigh the options, and if you like want to be single, then be single. But if you want to be with this girl and you really like her, she's going to catch you eventually. It's harder and harder and harder, man. Every year that goes on, it's harder to cheat successfully. There's too many ways to get busted. There's the text that goes to the iPad that you don't know about. It's, you know, like me, like a dope when I printed my dirty text like a horse's ass. So, you know, I think it's one of those things where there's so many ways to get caught, that you're going to have to make a decision. Either stop doing it, or why don't you try to stop doing it first? Why don't you try therapy or 12-step group for a little while and see how it goes?
All right, thanks, Jimmy. I hope to see you in Toronto when you come in a couple weeks.
Oh, good luck, man. The 24th. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, what's up? Thank you, man. Tom in Michigan, how are you? Oh, okay. What's the second call we've had drop? What's going on over there? Are we picking them up wrong? It's a new studio, so we're dropping these people? All right. So who do we have here? We have Mark in San Diego. Hi, Mark. Another call dropped? All our calls are dropping, so I apologize, because I keep seeing names pop up and they're dropping. So that guy in Connecticut who called, we didn't hang up on you. I know you're probably paranoid. You guys hang up on me. Your fucking awful radio voice. But we didn't hang up on you. And the other calls we've had have all dropped. So what happens? You go to pick up and it drops? Okay. All right, let's try Mark in San Diego again. Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Sorry about that. Good. We got a problem with it's a new studio. I don't know if you guys could hear Lou, but it's a new studio.
Yeah, I can hear him fine. Show's awesome as always.
Okay, what's going
Hey, a girl that I fuck around with from time to time, I guess she got a boyfriend, and he must have looked through her phone or something and caught us. And at first he was being kind of cool, like, hey, let me just set her up and bust her, blah, blah, blah. Now he's gotten really nasty and wants to meet up and fight. And I haven't been in a fight in a long time, but I can easily whip his ass. Just for the story, I mean, me and my friends sit around and laugh at his messages and stuff. But do you think it's worth just for the story's sake going out and whipping his ass?
No. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay, so he caught his girlfriend fucking around with you. He's trying to save it. Like, yeah, he feels humiliated. So he's trying to salvage it. You don't want to further humiliate the guy. Like, realize you were fucking with his girlfriend. You know, I mean, look, and this, again, I've said in this day and age, man, everyone is fucking inappropriate and flirting and talking. But just move on. You don't need to humiliate the guy anymore. So what if he wants to fight you? He's trying to save face. He is trying to somehow salvage his dignity. You know, don't go and fuck with the guy. Let it go.
I've blocked his number and done other things, and, you know, he's using other phones and whatever.
Oh, okay. He's busting your balls and contacting you. Well, then maybe you could just tell him, hey, look, I'm going to file a harassment charge with the police. Because first of all, if you go and meet him up and beat him up like you're in a fucking starring in 3 O'Clock High, and you break his jaw, you're going to go to jail. It's not self-defense if you show up to fight somebody. You can't do that, dude. Because, you know, it's so silly. This is how, like, these are life-changing moments. Like, let's just say you show up and fight, and he's being an irrational cunt. And let's say you punch him in the face, and he falls back, and he cracks his head open on the curb. In a stupid moment that could have been avoided, and he's paralyzed, or he gets an aneurysm and he dies. You're going to jail for murder or manslaughter. I mean, it's insanity. It's insanity. If he comes after you or whatever, that's one thing. But if he's just calling you, all you can do is file a harassment charge. But I think meeting him to fight him is crazy.
Okay, part B to the question. Should I still, next time the girl calls, should I still go get my ass eaten, or...
Well, dude, it's hard to say no to that. I mean, look, especially if the guy's being a real fucking silly goose about it. It's hard not to, you know, maybe that's what you do instead of beating him up. Tell her to eat your ass and then go give him a big smooch and don't tell him why she's smiling. There you go. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay, very good. Thanks for your help.
All right, good luck, you silly goose. Tom in Michigan, are you here? Hi, Tom.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, what's up, Tom? How you doing?
Hey, Jim, I love you, man. How are you?
Thank you, Tom. It's nice to hear.
So, I don't know, you know, I'm always dealing with these problems. I'm really depressed. I'm 30. I just turned 36, this month. Okay. And, I don't know, life just sucks. I have no kids. I have no meaning in my life. I used to have a girlfriend, but she was crazy. She was really hot, and so now I live in an area where there's not as many girls. I just don't have any meaning in my life, man. And I've been doing all these different jobs, and I don't know. You know, right now I'm a journalist. Yeah, everything sucks in life, man. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I don't know.
No. I know the feeling, dude. Look, even though I've got a career and direction, I feel that way sometimes too. You know, it's not usually the circumstances as much as the way I interpret them that's so fucked up and so detrimental to my mental health. What do you want to do?
I don't know, man. I would love to have a hot girlfriend, an apartment, save some money, be healthy.
Okay, hold on. Those
time, you know.
Do what 3 times? Sorry.
Have free time, free time. Like right now, my job is basically 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
What kind of job? Oh, you said journalist.
I'm a journalist. Yeah, I'm a freelance journalist.
Do you have?
Brutal.
Are you on Tinder or Plenty of Fish or Match or any of those?
No, I'm not. Because I kind of got off Facebook. I could probably maybe get back on, but and I'm kind of embarrassed to go on. I think I have low self-esteem at my very core.
Sure.
I'm embarrassed to just put my. I don't know. Like I could be on a date if I meet somebody, but I don't know. I'm not on those things.
Why not try that, dude? Low self-esteem is one thing, but a lot of people have low self-esteem. You're on that. The good thing about Plenty of Fish and all those, or whatever they are, Match, whatever one you choose, Christian Mingle, Black Singles, who cares, is that you find somebody and you know that they're single and looking. So you guys go out together and you have some coffee or a donut or perhaps a soup, whatever you'd like. But maybe you could start working on that fucking goal, man. Or if you want another job, start looking for another job. They're all things that you can do. You're not wanting anything crazy. Hey, I want a girlfriend and a job I like in an apartment. Well, then you can work towards those things.
But let me. Maybe you can relate to this because you're not, as far as I'm aware, you're not really in any long-term relationships, right? Is that right?
Yeah. I haven't been in a while. I've dated periodically, but I think I realize I'm a bit dysfunctional, so I avoid taking hostages, as they say.
To me, like, it makes it harder to find meaning in life. Like my parents, and I live in a community. There's lots of old people that seem happy. They've been at the same job for 50 years. They have like grandkids and extended family, and they seem to have this like really nice social network which they can gain a lot of meaning in their life out of. I don't have any fucking kids. I don't even know if there's anything I want to do in life, and I just think, what is the point of doing anything? Because anything I do in the future is just going to be meaningless to me. And I don't. Maybe if I had a relationship and I fell in love with someone, then that's something that would. But in my past experience, I've been in love, but it was good for the time, but it didn't sustain itself as to be like this life meaningful thing. It just, I don't know, things got too hard, so we had to break it up, Well, you don't have to put these conditions, like when this stuff happens, I'll feel happy. When all this stuff happens, I'll feel good. I do that too, man. You start making conditions, and then when I don't achieve these things, I have an excuse to feel shitty or to feel bad. And, I think that so many people I know have gotten divorced, and yeah, there's a lot of happy old people. It works both ways. But you don't know how you'll feel in the future. But just partnering up with someone doesn't make me feel fulfilled. There's times where I really I feel a little lonely and I want a relationship, because I realize I can get laid when I want. It's not hard to get laid. So yeah, there are things about the companionship I miss. But I mean for any person, dude. You could always go out. If you change the standards of what you want. Like a fat pig, I could get laid. Yeah, but I don't want to. Who does?
Okay, but you're making a decision, but you can get laid.
No offense to the fat pigs. Sorry.
No, I know what you're saying. But you can go on a social site, dude. I would suggest that. Try fucking dating on these sites, and you might be surprised how many people you get. Your job is interesting. It's something to talk about on a date. Go join a couple of them. So what if you have low self-esteem? Find a couple of good pictures of yourself, make a nice profile, and see what happens.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's that simple, I guess. I could try that. Yeah.
That's all you can do is try it, man. But, that's all you can do. All right, buddy?
Can you fix the core of my being right now? And
Dude, if I could do that, I'd fix the core of my own shitty being. But no, it's a little, you just chip away at it. And, eventually it changes. All right?
All right, man. Great. Have a good one. Thank you.
All right, Tom. Feel better, buddy.
Bye.
Okay. Let's see here. Steve in Rochester. Hello, Steve.
How you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Pretty good. Jim, I'm calling because my girlfriend the other day, we went out to the strip club, and she was sitting there, and she wanted me to go up, and then, so I went up there, and, give her a couple bucks, and then she comes back, and she's like, I'm incredibly turned on whenever you're touching, the girl was touching me, doing all that stuff. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So we go back home later, and she's, how do I put it? She goes to me, she's like, I'm a little embarrassed because I'm, like, so wet from that girl earlier. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. So we're having sex later, and she just did a whole fantasy about how she wants me to bang other people in front of her. Like, it turns her on, and that's her thing.
Okay.
It kind of weirded me out that, like, she's telling me that, but, like, I guess, like, how should I go about this? Like, if I were to pursue that with her, like, or turning her on so much, like, I don't know.
Well, look, do you want to pursue it?
I think it would be something I would like to try with her. But the thing to me, it's like, I guess it weirded me out because I'm like, is this just because she wants me to do this? And she knows.
Is she testing you or no?
I don't think she's testing me, man. Like, I don't. I think this is something that really turns her on because, like, her telling me how wet it got her, and, like, she was kind of embarrassed about it, too.
Do you want to do it?
I would like to try it. I don't know. I guess I'd have to figure out if she's more wanting me to, like, penetrate people, or it's just like, touching is what she likes.
So why don't you start slow? Talk it over first. Why don't you guys put an ad up or wherever you can meet a girl, and then go out to dinner with the girl. Talk to her, see how you both feel. Like, you don't have to make that decision right away. You don't have to, before you leave the house, go, all right, I am penetrating. Why don't you just take it really slow?
Okay.
Okay?
So kind of just trying to put up an ad you're saying and kind of like feel it out. Definitely not just like go into, but kind of go out on a dinner date or something and kind of see if it goes that way.
Yeah, feel it out, dude. Just go out for a drink. Meet someone for a drink. There's no rush. Just go slow. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate
enjoy
it.
it. That's a great problem to have, buddy.
I know, right?
All right, good luck, man.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Shazanne in Toronto. Am I saying your name right?
She goes that way.
Hello.
Hello, is this Jen?
Yeah, is this Shazanne or Shizanne? How do you say your name?
Shazanne.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to call now because it's probably the worst time after your announcement and everything. But
well, no announcement, but
well, fingers crossed and everything. But no, man, I was wondering, like, you should call this show the Advice Show.
The what?
Advice, ADDA, Advice Show.
Advice. Oh, Advice. Oh, you know what?
There you go.
The Jim Norton Advice Show. That's not bad, actually. I kind of like little wordplay humor.
And also, it feels good on the mouth. I don't know what it's like. Advice Show, like
Advice. Adding a syllable does feel good sometimes. You know, adding that one little beat. Advice Show. Yeah, there's something. You're right. That it's not unpleasant to say, but we'll see what happens. Whether or not it ends, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was it.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you for your suggestion, my friend. If it keeps going, maybe I'll consider that.
The Toronto show, for sure.
All right, I'll see you there. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming.
All right, buddy.
All right, Steve in Brooklyn. Hey, Steve.
You're right. It's not unpleasant to say. We'll see what happens. Whether or not it's
Steve.
Okay. Well,
yes.
Hi, Steve.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, Jimmy.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
Thanks for taking my call, man.
You're welcome, doll. Just turn your radio down.
Yeah, it's down. Thanks. So basically, long story short, I'm 26. I've been in recovery since I was 20.
Okay.
I use drugs. My father ended up in the hospital like a month ago with kidney failure, and he started having seizures and stuff. The doctor said they didn't know why. When I went to go see him, it was almost like he was brain dead, like he was hallucinating. And I had suspicions that he was using Xanax at home before that. So I told the doctors, I said, he's trying to kick the Xanax without telling you this and that. Finally, they listened to me. They put him back on it a little bit, and he was okay. So he opened up to me. And while he's in the hospital, I found out my mom, who had cirrhosis, who we knew had a drinking problem but never did a program, just said she stopped on her own, has been sneaking, drinking. We even found Listerine bottles. And I'm close to here. I moved out of my parents' house. And after they admitted everything to me, they kind of put it on me to help them. And told me, like, you know, I should go to meetings with them and this and that. And I would be happy to, but I want them to realize that they have to do a lot of the work on their own. That's what I did.
Yeah, they will, but you know, if they want you to take them at first, if you want to take them to a couple just to kind of get them situated, I think that's fine to do. I mean, obviously you don't want to run their thing for them, but I don't think there's anything wrong with just taking them and going, hey, yeah, I'll bring you to a couple, and then you meet a few people, show them how to get some phone numbers, and maybe just ease them into it.
Yeah, you know what, you're right. That's what I said to them, too, when they mentioned it, but then I also said I don't want it to become a thing where, like, if I don't go, then they're not going to go. I didn't want them to, like, depend on me and only go when I went. I guess I started thinking into it too much afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, I know you don't want to run their thing for them. I understand that. But I would just say, hey, give it a shot and just see how it goes taking them.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jim.
Okay. Eddie in Connecticut. Hey, Eddie, your brother was jerking off. Ooh, hello. Hello?
Yeah, hi.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, my God. You're such a phony, Jim. I told you, $100,000 bet.
Why did you... Hold on a second. Why do you... What's that?
I'm here. Okay. Beaverdale Cemetery, 3 years ago...
Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question before I let you finish. Now, are you mentally ill? And I'm not even being a dick. I'm asking you for real.
No. The point is you insulted me. You called me a liar. You called me a fraud. And I'm challenging you. I bet you $100,000.
But you don't have $100,000, do you? First of all, I'm not going to let you finish your sentence. I'm not going to let you finish your sentence. unless you apologize for insulting me, because I'm not insulting you.
Apologize for insulting you.
Okay.
All right. So Beaverdale, across from Southern Connecticut State University, I tried to talk to you, but there were 1,000 people in line.
But I would hold on. But I wasn't I wasn't rude to you there. I said hello to you. I wasn't rude to you.
My point is that you said I was a liar. I said I crawled out of my father's grave and did the Michael Jackson Thriller. And you go, no fucking way. And I go, yes, I did. And I'll bet you $100,000. My friend Mike LaChance has the tape. I have the tape. I'll come down. I'll show it to you.
No. Why don't you just hold on? Why don't you just first of all, is your name? What? Tell me what your real first name is. Not your last name, just your first name.
No, I'm Craig Yeomans.
I don't need your last name. Just dump out of it. We can't have last names here. You're not allowed to do that shit.
I have nothing to hide. Okay?
I'm not saying you do. I'm talking about the legality of the radio. It's not about you hiding anything. It's about it's illegal for me to do that, and I'm not going to do it. So I'm saying don't give last names. I didn't say you were afraid of it. I'm saying something that goes beyond you and me. I'm not allowed to do that.
All right, we're all good. Remember I said I'm going to tap, tap, tap all over his grave. I said I'll tap, tap, tap all over his grave.
I don't remember, but let me ask you this. I don't care about your challenge. It's silly. But what is it about your father that you hated? You said he fucked you out of your inheritance. Why?
It's a silly challenge. It's on the video. It's on, you call me a liar, and I'm saying $100,000, bitch.
Well, then why don't you just post it?
I'm not posting it. I'll bring it down there.
No. Why don't you just post it?
Because I would rather show it to you.
But again, why don't you just post it?
Because
why do you need to have a moment?
Admit me for 15 days.
Just post it.
I'm sitting in my father's grave going, I'm going to be in here a long, long time.
All right, hang up on him. I tried with you, Craig. I really did. I tried to talk to you. You're just, I don't know what your thing is. You're a time waster. And we had the guy on the other line. Like, I would have picked up on the other line. Just a time waste. Isn't it weird? And I know people get annoyed when I talk to that guy. They're like, what does he want? But this, and again, I met him one time, and he was nice. He was fine. Hey, thanks, good show. He had a good time at the show. That was it. What a bizarre world I have chosen to live in. Let's see here. Brian in Virginia. Hello. Brian. Hello, Brian. All right, go to Will in Kansas. Hello, Will.
Jim?
Yes, you guys hang up your radio, buddy. And are you guys telling people to hang up their radio? If you are, please make sure, turn down the radios. What's going on?
Yo, man, nothing really. It's pretty crazy I'm talking to you. I listen to the show, not this show, but Opie and Jimmy and Opie and Anthony, whatever, all the time. And I love you, and you're the fucking man. And all's good on my end. I was just calling to say what's up, and that's about it. And that dude that called before, what the fuck? I don't even understand what he was talking about.
No, I don't care. It's more curiosity at this point. Like, what is it that you...
No, yeah, me too. I'm curious.
Like, what is it you want? You're not going to shock me by saying dirty things. It's like, or mean things. You don't frighten me. I'm not uncomfortable with it. I'm just more like, what do you do? Like, you could just call up and go, this is my problem with you, and I'll talk to you. You don't have to... I don't like when people sneak under different names and false because to me, that's kind of cowardly. Like, that's a coward's thing to do, to call up and pretend, I want to talk to you about this. Just call me. I'm not afraid of your criticism or your anger. Your anger doesn't frighten me. So whatever.
Just call up and say, I like to eat the poops.
Yeah, exactly. God bless you if you do. All right, let's see here. TJ in South... thank you, Will, very much for the call. I appreciate it. TJ in South Jersey, heroin addict. Hello.
Hello, is it Jim?
Yes.
Oh, hey, you sound different. Hey, listen, I'm clinically depressed, unemployed, heroin addict. Been so for a long time. Is it worth getting help. I don't even know where to get help, but is it worth it, or would you just, if you were me, just hang it up?
Of course I would try to get help. I mean, no one calls up and says, I'm a heroin addict, things are going great. Look at Philip Seymour Hoffman. You know, he was such a gifted, brilliant actor. I mean, he's really one of the best actors I've ever seen in my life. All the money in the world, all the praise in the world. An Oscar, he was scheduled to pick up his kids, and he was late because he had fallen off the toilet and died with a needle in his arm. Like, your circumstances on the outside aren't going to save you. No matter how much money you have, it's not going to guarantee that you get off it healthy and alive. Like, it's a miserable, miserable fucking existence for anybody. So, of course, I'm going to suggest that you try a life without it. Like, why not just try a life without it? Try going to some meetings. Try getting off it.
Yeah, I've tried, man. It's just doesn't work for me.
It does work for you. You just haven't, and I'm not, you know, I know it feels like it doesn't work, but you obviously have done something to make it not work for you. Like, what's the longest amount of clean time you've put together?
In the past 10 years, maybe, a month.
Okay. So you've given yourself a month, and that's the maximum amount of time you've given yourself before you've made the decision to go back to it. Now, have you gone to 12-step meetings?
No.
Okay, so you're just trying it on your own, and it's virtually impossible for people on their own. It's not impossible, but it's hard. So now that you've tried it your way, like I told the other guy, and you've seen how difficult it is, why don't you just try it a simpler and actually an easier way, and just try going to a 12-step meeting? What's the worst that can happen? You get the same results you've been getting?
Well, I did get, I was under the care of a physician. I wasn't trying to do it on my own. It just doesn't work, and just nothing works out, man. So, I would rather die than have to go through that shit again.
Well, obviously you're picking up the phone, so there's a part of you that really wants to stop and wants to move forward in a good way. So why don't you just do that? Like, do you know how many people are recovering heroin addicts? You're not doomed to this life, dude. You're not doomed to live like this. This is not your fate. It's the fact that you've made a bunch of bad decisions, and all you have to do is stop making bad decisions. I know it sounds like, oh, that's overly simplistic, but it's not. It's really simple. It's not easy, but if you make the right decisions, you won't get high again. And you don't have to live like this. Hello?
Okay. Yeah,
yes.
Sorry, I dropped the phone.
So why not just try it? That's all you can do, buddy. Just try it. Try going to some meetings. Again, it's not going to hurt. It doesn't cost you a fucking thing. Just detox and then go to some meetings and see what that life can be like. If you've tried it the other ways and they didn't work, or you didn't work them, whatever you want to say.
12-step, huh? Okay.
Yeah, give it a shot, man. You're not doomed to live like this. I promise you.
All right, Jimmy. I'll give it a shot, buddy.
All right, good luck, man. I really mean that. Good luck to you.
Right on. Bye.
All right, take care. Let's see here. Hello, Susan in Peoria, Illinois, Richard Pryor's hometown. Hello.
Hello, Jimmy. I just wanted to thank you. I called over a month ago, and I'm the 48-year-old woman who had the husband die of brain cancer.
Okay.
And I wanted to thank you for the advice you gave me about getting on Plenty of Fish, and I also wanted to tell that guy to get on and give it a try, because I've dated several people, and I'm dating a guy who I really like, and I just wanted to thank you for the great advice.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. How many did you meet a couple before him, or was he the first one?
No, I met a couple guys before him.
Okay, so you went on a couple dates, you broke yourself in a little bit, got used to that, and good for you. I'm happy to hear that. I remember that call vaguely, the brain cancer. I don't get many people who call about that, so I'm happy to hear that worked out for you.
Yes, it did. Thank you, Jimmy.
All right,
I
good
love
luck.
you.
All right, thank you, Susan. Good luck. Sean in Las Vegas, I'll answer your question. Hello, sweetie. How are you?
Good.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well. What's going on?
Hey, man. I'd like to get your advice on how. You're giving advice right now, correct?
Well, we're answering questions. I give advice the best I can.
Okay. Well, here's my thing. Is I'm going to be in Reno, Nevada on October 15th, and wanted to know where I could purchase tickets.
I would say go to JimNorton.com and you can absolutely get them. Right? Go to JimNorton.com.
That's October 15th in Reno, Nevada at the Grand Theater.
It certainly is, sir. And boy, am I going to be there with bells on. Thank you, man. Come up and say hello, Sean, all right?
All right, dude. Thanks.
Thank you, buddy. Take care. Nick in New Jersey. I do know this. Yes, I recognize the voice. But what's up?
Jim?
Hello? Hey.
Jim?
Yes, sir. Hi, Nick.
What's going on, man? That guy Craig is the biggest tool. He always just wants to call you and challenge you, and all he wants to do is get on air.
Yeah, but
he always listens to you. He loves you, but he wants to, like, try to challenge you. Oh, I'm going to come down there no matter what you say. Like, go away, dude.
He is the guy who accused me of editing him. And he was such a dick about it. He's like, you're a little cunt, you edited me. And I gave him my word that I have never edited anyone like that unless it was a last name or something stupid that a dope says on the air. And he apologized. He had to say he was sorry, and he did. That's the second time he's apologized to me. Once for being rude today. But he's just one of those kids. I don't know what he's like as a person. But he said his father screwed him out of his inheritance. So maybe he was a little spoiled brat who gets used to being talked to a certain way.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're like, dude, forget it. He's like, I want to come down there. I want to come down there. It's like, dude, you just want airtime, bro. Go away.
Yeah, it's like you don't need to have a personal interaction with me. We don't have a fucking relationship. If you're not a fan, don't listen. If you're not a fan and you listen, there's something wrong with you. I don't listen to anything I'm not a fan of. I don't even listen to things I like for the most part, especially things I don't. All right, thanks a lot, buddy.
No problem, man. You're awesome, Jim. Love you, bro.
All right, thank you, Nick. Let's see here. I like when people give each other advice. Hello, Kent in South Carolina. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hi, Kent. How are you?
Hey, doing good.
What's going on?
No, not much. Sorry, they didn't have the hold thing going, so it was off. But I like listening to your advice. You got a good, like, down to earth kind of, straightforward thing. But it's basically when I had a girlfriend through first part of college, stuff like that. We broke up. I was like, I'm not going to date for a while. I'm have fun. I never had a problem getting laid or anything like that. But I just gone a really long time without being in a relationship. And during that time, I got into drugs a little bit. And got off of that, got clean, and now it's like I'm ready to start a relationship again. But it's just like I'm not, it's like I want it to happen, but I'm not really doing anything to make it happen. And it's like I don't know if it's a fear of like not really like being ready or what it is.
Yeah, I mean, a fear of not being ready is definitely a problem. A fear of anything fucks things up. Like that tends to be when I'm in the worst shape of anything, when I'm afraid of something. And like whenever I'm trying to protect myself because I'm afraid, I lash out incorrectly. I do so many things wrong. I make so many stupid decisions when I'm afraid. Sometimes you just have to act and realize that you may fail and it's okay.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's just like, I don't want to go through like getting attached to somebody and breaking up or something like that. 'Cause, I'm 32 years old now, and I just, I'm ready to, have a family and do that's what I've always envisioned for myself. But then I'm like, is that really what I'm meant to be doing, 'Cause like I like to be by myself too a lot. And,
well, dude, I told you, sorry to interrupt you, but the best advice I ever got about a relationship was from a massage therapist who would always make me jerk myself off. And we were talking one time, and this girl I kind of liked at the time had hurt my feelings. And I said, I don't want to get back with her because she kind of hurt me. And she said, what you have to realize is in every relationship, if you get into it knowing that you're going to get hurt, it takes all the pressure off. You're going to get hurt. Whether you get married and fall in love and they die, you get hurt. If you break up, regardless of who does it or why, it hurts. So you go in there realizing that, and it takes the pressure of it off and the fear of it away. Does that make any sense? You realize you're going to get hurt one way or the other, and it's okay. It's like enjoying life because you know you're going to drop dead at the end of it. There's no way to live forever, so don't put pressure on yourself to live forever.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. I think I'm gonna like try the Tinder thing or something like that. You know, because I mean, I'm not like ashamed of the way I look or anything. I am kind of shy. You know, like most girls I've dated have approached me. You know, I haven't really I'm not like one of those guys like goes out and has big game or anything like that. You know, but I think if like Tinder or something, like if you know the girl's into you already. I'd like swiping yes or whatever. Maybe that'd be that advantage I need to, have the confidence.
Yeah, I think that Tinder's a great way to, because everybody's on there for the same reason. It takes the pressure of walking up at a bar. You could think about what you want to say before you say it. So yeah, man, that sounds like a great idea. You just give it a shot on Tinder and see how it works, or any of them. Whether Tinder,
sure.
Grindr, who cares? Whatever your thing is.
Oh yeah, Grindr. Yeah.
Or you don't have to say whatever it is. It doesn't matter.
Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Good luck, man.
All right, thanks, man.
Okay, excellent. Let's see here. John in Florida. Hi, John. Hello, John.
Hey, Jimbo.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man. Hey, I have a question for you. I've been in this relationship for the better part of 4 years. She wants kids. I don't. We're both in our 30s. How can I swing this?
Well, I think all you can do is, it's like raising a kid Jewish or Catholic. I think all you can do is be really honest about it, and then realize if you're not going to bend or she's not going to bend, then you have a decision to make. But I think you have to be honest about it.
But here's the kicker. We have had that conversation and completely agreed upon it. But, when arguments go sour, there's always that ninja in the back of the girl's head. You don't even want to have children.
Right.
It only comes out in the worst of times. So it's like, oh, my God. So
well, you don't want to have children, so she's right. So she's just basically stating a fact.
But how can she both agree and then disagree when she's mad? It's either one of the. It can't. By definition, it can't be both.
Wait, you're saying how can your girlfriend be irrational? I mean, Jesus Christ, dude! It's every man on the fucking planet would like to know that. We're all irrational at times. We use things against each other in arguments when we're losing. We use things that we secretly resent in arguments. Maybe she's not okay with it. Maybe she's fucking secretly mad at you for it, and it comes out in arguments. I don't know. That could definitely be it.
Fair enough. So any advice to how to take that up where, okay, we agree, and then when things get out of hand, all of a sudden you no longer agree?
No, I think all you can tell her is you don't want that used against you in arguments anymore. Say we agree with it or we don't agree with it, but I don't want that used against me in arguments. I think that's fair to say. Like, you got to say to her, you got to be honest about what you want. Because you don't want to get married and then have that shit all of a sudden fuck your marriage up.
No, I don't, but I want to marry the girl, so I'm in a tough spot here.
Yeah, well, I would just be honest about it. And then ask her why she uses it against you in arguments. That's all.
Fair enough.
All right, good luck, my friend. Jeff in Massachusetts. Hi, Jeff. Hello?
Yeah?
Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Doing good.
What's going on?
No, what's going on?
What's up, buddy? You calling in? What's going on? You're on the air.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask Jimmy about the relationship with Jay Moore, because he hasn't been on in a while.
It's funny. I haven't talked to Jay in a long time, and he said he was going to get back to me about doing his podcast, and I never heard back from him when I was out in L.A. So I wanted to do his podcast, and he said yes. He said, I'll get back to you at the time, and he never reached out to me again, so I have no idea. Maybe we're not friends anymore. I don't know. I don't even care at this point. When people are just fucking flakes. I'm tired of everybody on this planet. I don't care. I don't know why he didn't get back to me.
Yeah, and maybe that's just a little girly, gossipy question to me, but I was just curious because it's been a while, and I was just...
No idea, buddy. I have no idea what Jay feels about anything. I only know that I was looking forward to seeing him, and he never got back to me. So I guess he wasn't available. Don't know what to tell you. So that's where we're at. Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you come back to Boston soon.
I will, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And real quick, Bob in Wisconsin. We have 1 minute. How are you? What's the advice for the guy with low self-esteem?
Hello.
Hello. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you, Jimmy? Hey, I got a quick question or a comment for the guy that has the low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And I think if he were to join a health club and improve his, self-esteem by going and working out a little bit, he might feel a little better about himself.
You know, Mother gave me that advice many years ago, and Mother was right, as always. So, yes, you go in there and getting in shape, that does actually make you feel a lot better about yourself, and it really does help. You know, I don't know if you're joking or not, but it really is good advice. So, yeah, that's what you do. Go out there, fucking join a gym, and maybe you meet somebody in the gym, or you feel a little bit better about yourself. There you are. Perfect.
Yeah. You know, there's one other suggestion. Years ago, I was trapped in a bad marriage, too, and anything I could do to get out of the house, and it might seem real stupid and petty, but I'd actually go visit complete strangers in a nursing home or something like that. And I'll tell you what, you think you got it bad, there's a person trapped in a nursing home that has nobody to talk to, and that person would spend hours talking to you, and all you got to do is listen.
Well, you're a nicer person than I am. That's very patient of you. And did you enjoy doing that?
I did. I loved it. And after a while, I started bringing my dog. And people would just love to pet a dog and talk. And they tell you about their dog when they were younger and all that stuff. But I'll tell you what, if you feel bad about yourself, it's a great thing. And it'll boost your everything, I guess, about you.
All right, well, we have to wrap up, buddy. I apologize. But thank you very much. Hey, man, and if not a nursing home, do something. You mean something to get outside yourself. That's all. Something so you're not just focused on yourself and how bad you feel. Do something for someone else is the suggestion there. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the call. The lines are full. I apologize to all of you I didn't get to, but the phones are a little fucked up, so we kept getting calls dropped, so it kind of piled up. See you next week unless I'm dead. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening to The Jim Norton Show. Hear all that advice whenever you want to on demand at SiriusXM.com/on-demand. On SiriusXM is real.